Hello guys. Having discussed all the eligibility requirements, my next video is right now I thought about to make a video about OET preps and OET preparation. This is also one of the requirement, and many of the new beginners do have very curious regarding OET and how to crash it. So OET is a very simple examination. OET is a very broad term that stands for occupational English testing, and it is usually conducted by Australia, and you have to pay the fees. That's around 500 Australian dollars, and you will have to pay it in Australian dollars. So now the first question is why OET? Why not IELTS? So you can opt for IELTS, that's also acceptable. You can opt for OET, that's also acceptable. But if I would prefer that, being a medical professional, when we have been dealing all the life in our lives, reading all the textbooks which are in English, and they always pertain to clinical scenarios. So OET medicine would be feasible option rather than IELTS. That wouldn't be the feasible option for us. So OET is a bit costlier than IELTS, but at least there are high likely chances that you will pass it in very first attempt. Not like IELTS, most of the candidates don't pass IELTS. Even you can pass it IELTS in very first attempt if your basic knowledge of English is very good. And if your basic knowledge of English is okay, good, fairly good, then even you can pass OET with very ease. So let's start with the preparation of OET, that what I did in my preparation. For OET, I started as a beginner. I didn't know that how to prep it, and what is OET about and what is asked in examination. So actually there are four subsets in English, that are writing, listening, reading, speaking. So in all of the four subsets you have to score at least B, and even you can score A, but other score markings are C and D. So those who score C in any subset, you will have to again sit in the examination and again qualify it, and you will have to repeat all the four subsets if you are not able to score B in all four subsets in a single examination. So this is a basic requirement in a single test. And now let us start with the exam material. I will highly recommend that there is a Facebook page for OET Pakistan, and you can join it, and there are so many people who are preparing for OET, and there are so many WhatsApp group available there. You can join, and you can find the colleagues who are preparing for it, make a group. So let's start with reading, and there's a file like Jashan collection for reading purpose, and there are also reading samples available on OET website also. You can download it and you can see. So first of all, if we started the OET channel, there is E2 language channel, that is usually videos by JY. So you have to start with that, and he will tell you that how to do and attempt OET, especially how to attempt speaking, how to attempt writing, how to attempt reading, and how to attempt listening. So once you will see how to attempt them, there are actually three subsets or three subsections for reading: A, B, C. Then what will be asked in A, how it is usually fill in the blanks, and then B and C, what is B and C about, and then reading. After having done with reading, then I started to solve as many as I could, and I couldn't solve many because I have a very short span of time, but you can. And there is a file of Jashan collection available on most of the site. If you ask me, I can provide you the PDF, the actually link of Google Drive where the material is available, so you can see the reading material on Jashan collection. After that, now if we prepare for listening, I attempted 10 to 12 listening videos available on OET 2.0 channel in the YouTube. But what is there actually? They actually you will place the AirPods, or you place the headphones on your phone, and you start listening, and there will be all the material in front of you. So you will start attempting this listening. First you have to understand how to attempt it by watching YouTube videos of Jay, then you will start practicing, and you will improvise yourself as many as you practice. There are, I guess, around 150 videos available on the channel, so I would suggest do as many as you can. I attempted around 10 to 12. Well, then having done this, then you can also move to listening, and then writing portion. There is a file available like with the name 50 letters of referring and discharging. So you have to write, you have to know how to attempt it, what should be the writing pattern, and what is the structure of a letter, what should be the introduction, what should be the body, what should be the end. So this is all writing is about. And you will have to download a document, that is a blank document available on OET website, and you have to print it and you have to practice on it, that page, because at the day of exam that would be more feasible for you if you practice on that page, because your word should be around 180 to 180 to 2. You wouldn't be provided an extra page. So if you start practicing on that page, that would be more beneficial for you, because you would have a feeling of exam. And you will have to first see how the writing is attempted by watching those sample letters, then start writing yourself, and give anyone who has a bit know how the writing is assessed, and ask him or her to assess your letter, then he or she may make corrections. Even there are few subscriptions available, people opt for subscription. I never opted for any subscription because I had a knowledge how to do it. But if you can opt for subscription, there are subscription available, like there are so many channels who there are so many sources who can guide you for that. I don't remember actually the name of that subscription that people usually opt for. If I got it in my mind, I will mention in down the section. And then once you are done with reading, writing, and listening, then the last portion would be speaking. For speaking, you must have a partner, and there is a file of roll calls play. There are so many roll calls available in that play. These are the official roll calls which have been asked, or which have been asked in previous examinations. So you can attempt those roll calls with your partner. Even 2 to 3 or 4 partners should be enough. I had a group of 4 colleagues, and in the last week there was my colleague was from Bangladesh. We used to have sessions around 5 to 10 minutes on daily basis. At the end of the days, we had we used to play 4 to 6 roll cards per day in the last week. So we had enough practice how to attempt this roll card. Actually, there will be 2 roll cards available on the day of examination. You will have to be the doctor, and there will be the simulator who will be listening to you and who will be presented to you as a patient. So this is all about speaking to, and all you have to score B in all the subsets. So that's all. Let's stay tuned. I will be back with another video.